Hello my friends, what's up? This is Ron here, and in this King of Fighters All-Star video, I'm going to bring you the honest review about the SS King and SS Yuri, that is SS Volume 4 that is going around right now. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the character skills, dot and power, etc. But most importantly, I will try to focus on the fact that how much beneficial these characters is going to be to your roster or your account, because a lot of characters are actually coming into the game, and it is high time that we become really selective about making our summon decisions or attending any sort of banner. So I hope this video will be helpful to you, so make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into our topic today. So first things first, let's talk about the cards, because we are having the 7,000 free rubies, and all of us or most of us are actually targeting this card banner. But let's see what netmarble is giving to us this time. And the volume 4 special signature set card, we are having this is this commemorative photo type 1, 2 and 3, and as a set effect it is going to increase attack by 21%. That is going to be 3 cards with 7% attack increase, and in total it is going to increase attack by 21%. And as a set effect, this is going to increase special signature fighters active skill damage by 25%. That is basically, if you use this set card to your any special signature character, their active skill damage will continuously be 20% higher, and there is no time limit. And secondly, we are having this increased attack by 20% for 5 seconds upon a special signature fighter landing a blast skill. Now there is a couple of things you need to consider about this, because first of all, this is going to increase attack for 5 seconds, and 5 seconds is not much. And secondly, your special signature character must have some sort of blast skill. That means what, my friends? That means any sort of strike skill or grab skill will not work with this set, and your character must have any sort of blast skill. And of course these two characters are having blast skill, but you really need to think about that. If you are having any sort of other SS characters, are they having blast skill or not? And next we are having this PvP exclusive of decreased damage received from enemies with super armor or hyper armor by 50%. And you don't have to worry about this, because this is exclusively for PvP, and this is not going to be applied on PvE. Now overall, my verdict about this set is okay, good, but somewhat limited. And this set has some sort of limited use, because you need to have blast skill in your character to get the maximum amount of benefit from this set card. But if you don't have the blast skill, then you just will have to be satisfied with that 25% increase of active skill, and that's it, my friends. So overall, a good set, but it lacks versatility, of course. But if you can match these effects, then definitely this set is going to be highly useful. Next, I'm going to talk about this option card that is in this banner, and this is going to increase attack by 5%, and as a secondary effect, this is going to decrease skill cooldown by 1.2 seconds, which is kind of common in every in the exclusive option cards that we are having. But as a special effect, this is going to increase special signature fighters critical damage by 20%, and this is so good, my friends, because this effect of 20% increase of special signature fighters critical damage is not limited by any sort of time or tagging or anything. That means you're going to get the effect in any sort of game modes, any sort of character, any sort of special signature character. Of course your character must have to be a special signature character, but any special signature character, regardless of having blast skill or strike skill or any sort of limitation, this is going to work really well. So I would say this is a very good option card, and you should go for it. Personally, I would like to go for it as well, but probably I am going to ignore the set card. Next we are having this special card of Yuri Sakazaki, that is a 3PG card, and it is going to have an additional effect that is going to increase attack by 10% and penetration by 400 for 10 seconds while using this special skill, which is of course going to be beneficial if you are summoning these characters. But of course these cards will be usable to any gold Yuri as well. And kind of same with the Illusion Dance X, which is the special card of SS King, which is also a 3PG, and it is going to increase attack by 10%, penetration by 400 for 10 seconds while using this skill. So once again, good card, and also this one will be usable with any gold border king. So I'm done with the review of cards, and I would say the cards are kind of okay. The option cards is a great one, I would say, and you should go for the option card as well. But the set card, you can actually ignore it if you are not summoning in this banner, because there are certain limitations that I talked about. And now I will review the characters. Big thing, my friends, because big characters, big sort of review. I'll talk about these things, but before we get into it, a subscription to this channel, my friends, will be highly appreciated. Now let's talk about Yuri Sakazaki, and I would say she is a highly, she looks really great. Look at her face and everything. Netmarble did really an amazing job with her designs. Now let's talk about the skills, and of course she is going to be an attack type character. She is a green element character. So let's check out. And the first one is going to be the charging skill. As you can see, this is going to inflict damage equal to 10% of attack to an enemy. This is a bonus effect of inflicting 10% attack, which you will not see in King's case, which I will review later. And of course, this will apply a super armor while charging. That means, my friends, your character is going to be protected with super armor when she is charging her skill. But of course, there will be no some sort of damage immunity or something that I expected. There will be nothing like that. Next, we are having these two skills kind of intertwined with each other, and the first one is going to inflict damage equal to 743%. That is going to increase target damage received by 20% for 7 seconds, and it is going to deal additional damage equal to 400% of attack upon a landing. This is massive, my friends. 400 attack increase is very crucial, which is going to be supported by this 20% increase of damage received to the opponent for 7 seconds. Next, we are having this second skill, that is going to, this one right here, that is going to inflict damage equal to 1003% of attack, my friends. This is massive. I have never seen any character having this 1003% of increased attack. So this is great. And increased target damage received by 30% for 7 seconds once again. So add this 30% from here, 20% from here. That is massive, my friends. That is going to be a 50% targets damage increasing of targets damage received. Your opponent, whoever he or she is going to receive an extra 50% extra damage, my friends. That is, I would say, massive if you can just use these two skills smartly. This character is going to deal a huge amount of damage. Next, we go to the next one, that is going to inflict damage equal to 54% of attack, and is going to increase attack by 35% for 7 seconds. So once again, this 35% of increased attack is going to get benefit from these two skills as well, because these two skills are going to actually increase the target's damage received by 50%, and here you are having a 35% attack. Massive attack, my friends. This character is going to deal a huge amount of damage, and also this is going to a 70% chance to remove the target's hyper armor, super armor thing. So next, we are having this inflict damage equal to this skill here, that is going to inflict damage equal to 792% of attack. Is going to gain hyper armor, that is a combination of high super armor damage immunity for 3 seconds, and this is going to deal a burn damage equal to 3.8 times of remaining burn damage and remove burn status upon landing a hit, guard included. That means whenever you are using this one, this is going to remove the burn damage, and that will be a dot explosion, my friends. And the dot explosion we have also seen in many characters, including BS Leona as well, and we all know that how much high damage that it is going to apply. This damage explosion is going to be hugely supported by the core, which I am going to describe a bit later, because she is actually having burn in her core. That is so dope, my friends. So let's check it out. The next, we are having this core finisher right here, that is going to inflict damage equal to 1254% of attack, gain 15% power and increase attack by 15% upon 10 for 10 seconds upon use. So once again a lot of increase of attack and lot of inflicting damage to the opponent. So once again this character is decreasing the character's damage received and increasing attack at the same time. So you guys can understand that how much damage she is going to deal. So let's check out the course first, and she has a pretty much ideal core. As you can see, 30% power charge, critical rate of 2.4%, attack increase of 1050%, skill enhancement of blast skill, and 6% blast skill enhance attack damage increase 6%. I would say is good, and this character is also having this continuous damage enhancement of burn, which is important, my friends. I'm coming back to it later. Penetration increase, and this exclusive core right here, that is going to deal burn damage equal to 70% of attack every 1 second for 3 seconds upon landing attack, or additionally this is going to remove hyper armor and super armor. But the most important thing is this character is actually having burn in the core. That means this character is having 70% chance with her every attack to deal burn to your opponent. That is whooping amazing, my friends. And this burn is going to be supported by the dot explosion that we saw earlier from her skills. Massive, my friends. But guess what? The thing is, this is not a 100% chance but a 70% chance, so there will be a 30% chance to miss as well, but still 70% is a very high chance, I would say. Next, we are having this overcoming trauma here, which is going to cast a shield and absorb damage for 7 seconds when attacked. That means my friends? That means a same shield that we are having with BS Leona. And your character is when your character is having 50% or more HP. That means whenever you are starting your battle, your enemy attacks you and you are basically having an instant shield, as much as we have seen in BS Leona. So very highly useful shield right here, my friends. And of course the shield is going to be removed when 20 times attack or something. So usual shield mechanism. And we are once again having this special signature volume 4 exclusive code that is going to gain 1.4% power, guard included, and decrease damage received by 70% for 3 seconds when accumulated attack received. So once again decrease damage received by 70%. This is good, my friends. So you have checked the cores and skills, and I would say overall my verdict would be she is going to be a very high damage dealing character, very high damage dealing character. But the only thing that lacks, that she is only having just one dot. She is having just burn, and she is going to be, I would say, the next burn meta, because she is basically having a chance of inflicting burn with each and every of her attack. At least she is having 70% chance. So this is massive, my friends. But then again, you have to consider that how much a burn damage dealing character may be useful, because yes, you can get away with lower game modes, but in higher game modes, like for example, if you think about Geese Howard guild, you will not going to do anything against him with irrelevant dots. So a lot of people are actually talking about that dots are no longer important, and you can just get away without having dots. And I don't really think so, my friends. Dots are still highly relevant in this game, and probably you can get away with some lower challenges. For example, I would say Rugal Guild, which is kind of easy these days, but Rugal Guild cannot be a method to judge this character, because these characters are special signature characters, my friends, and they should be highly useful in any sort of higher game modes. So I would say if you are lacking a burn damage dealing character, then this character is going to be highly useful for you. But if you are not lacking a burn damage dealing character, then she will just help you with her high amount of damage, and it depends on you that whether you prefer to have high damage or not. Because personally I don't care about high damage at all. I just play with whatever required damage is done, and I just focus more on required dots. So now let's talk about this special signature king, and she looks really great. She is a balance type character and YOLO element character. So let's see what she is having in her skill. And she's first one, this is double strike charging skill that is going to apply a super armor when charging, but we have seen that Yuri Sakazaki is having this 10% extra attack from this skill, but she is not having that. Secondly, we are having once again this intertwined skills that reminds me of once again of SSK and SS Kula. But anyways, she is going to in this skill she is going to inflict damage equal to 749% of attack, and increase target's damage received by 25% for 7 seconds, deal additional damage equal to 350% of attack upon landing. So somewhat similar to SS Yuri once again, but kind of inferior in terms of damage increasing, or this sort of thing. These percentages kind of lower than SS Yuri. So of course SS Yuri is going to deal more damage than this character. Next we are having this skill, that is max phantom strike, which is going to inflict damage equal to 1049% of attack. Once again very high attack, increase target damage received by 30%, and deals additional damage equal to 550% of attack upon landing, and increase penetration by 1500 for 7 seconds. So once again a lot of damages, but again somehow inferior to Yuri. Next we are having this secret my mirage combo that is going to inflict damage equal to 746%, use it to increase attack by 35% for 8 seconds, okay, and apply blackout for 7 seconds to the target upon landing a skill, and it deals darkening damage, and additionally it is going to stun the target for 3 seconds upon landing a skill. Now the thing is, this is going to be the only dot of this character, that is darkness, and darkness we all know that that will carry you into in the game modes like Rugal, Guild in expert mode, but that's all my friends, you cannot go further. Next we are having this inflict damage equal to 766% of attack, gaining a hyper armor super armor thing, and 60% chance to remove super armor hyper thing. Okay, that's pretty much basic. Next we are having this okay, we are done. That was the striker skill anyways. I was looking for more but not having that in any ways. So let's check out her course, and pretty much basically simple core, 30% PG gain, critical damage, attack increase, continuous damage enhancement of darkness, and she's going to deal a lot of darkness as well, and skill enhancement strike skill. Now she is having a 8% strike skill attack damage increase, and next we are having critical rate increase, and these two cores right here, and the first one is going to increase active skill damage dealt to enemies affected by darkness. So she will deal a darkness from her skills, and this core is going to support her skills and inflict more damage to the any character who is already affected by darkness. Also we are having 30% chance to deal additional damage equal to 700% of attack upon landing an attack, which is good of course. But the most importantly, this one right here, this is going to be 70% chance to remove shield from targets upon landing an active skill. My friends, new generation characters are coming right here, which is going to ignore shield or remove shield, and I actually talked about it a long time ago that soon we will be seeing these characters with remove shield and ignore shield type of mechanism, and here we are my friends. But you need to think about something before getting so much happy, because though this says that it is not a PvP exclusive or something, but think about this: if you are using this character in PvE game mode, no boss is having the shield, no opponent or mob is having the shield, so this is kind of useless in PvE. But in PvP definitely this is going to be highly rewarding my friends. If you are playing PvP, this is the character for you. Next we are having this core that is going to reset strike skill strike active skill cooldown upon landing a tornado kick combo, and increase some target damage blah blah blah. But the main thing is, this is going to reset your And one thing you must keep in mind that this reset skill thing is going to do is it is going to only reset the strike skill of the character and not any sort of blast skill or any grab skill. Of course this character doesn't have any grab skill, but only the strike skill is going to get the reset thing. Of course it is going to be highly useful, but it has some limitations as well. Next we are having this special signature volume 4 exclusive core, which is going to get some benefits, but it's okay, just I don't have to talk about it. And overall I would say this character is kind of in a balanced state, but in terms of usability she has just one single dot as I have predicted before, and with her darkness you can just go well in certain game modes depending on your characters and your roster in your account, but she will be helpful in against guild raids, especially expert mode Rugal. But I would say mostly she will be useful for PvP type game modes where you are actually having a lot of opponents with shields, and she is not she will be, of course she will be average useful in PvE, because most importantly her core effect that is going to ignore the shield or disable the shield is not going to be helpful in PvE. So I am going to finish this video by just talking a bit about these two characters. Basically a lot of you are actually waiting for these two characters, but before you summon these two characters you have to keep some things in mind, that these characters are returning, but you are not going to have their limited imprint stones. You can have their memory, you can have their battle cards or anything, but you will not get those imprint stones, and that actually, my friends, is going to make a big difference, to be honest. And so I would just say that you should think a lot before actually summoning these two characters once again, or if you haven't got them yet. And if you got them yet already on 3-star, then I say that you don't really have to summon them, because at 3-star they are already strong enough. But if you are not having these two characters, then I would say do not summon in this banner, because you are not getting those imprint stones, and basically your character will not be that strong as you have saw in different videos or in different people uploading gameplays or anything. These characters will not be that strong at all, my friends. This is the honest truth. So if you ask me that what I am personally going to do, I am personally going to go for the card banner. That means this card banner only, and I'll be looking forward to only this option card, because this option card is going to be highly useful for all your special signature characters that are coming already has come into the game, or maybe this special signature characters that are coming next in upcoming banners, because there is no such limitations like this. There is no limitation. And probably I will ignore the set, because the set is good for only certain type of characters. Your characters have to be special signature, your characters should have blast skill, and these sort of limitations, which personally I don't like. So that will be the review of this special signature volume 4 characters. And of course the game actually has a lot of updates, and I will be bringing all those reviews regarding all other contents and all other updates that we are having, but I have to need to check out those things properly before making a video on this. So I hope this video was helpful to you in any ways, and it will guide you to make your summon decisions. But if you are having any sort of questions or confusions, let me know in the comments. And also guys, let me know that what you are thinking about these two characters and their effects and everything. So, and are you going to summon for them or not? Let me know in the comments, my friends. Hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.